Hey y'all, so back on the shadow box build, got my first round of fabricated rocks going on. I opted to just try. I bought the Great Stuff big gap fillers, so this stuff's going to swell up a lot. But I was originally going to use black, which is a little more expensive. If you buy the stuff at the big box stores, it's really expensive. This company does make a black foam, but you got to order it on Amazon. So this stuff was like $4 in the store. I figured I'd give it a try first to see if I'm even going to like what it's going to do. I did not use any sand or anything like that. I'm going to let this swell up and dry as is because it already looks like rock, but it's going to swell up quite a bit. And before I do anything else, it was very easy. I just made some cardboard cutouts. These two longer pieces, I had some ideas for the corners, and that's just a little outlet piece, and then there's a sort of a larger piece here. So these are the ones I tried. This is one whole can, by the way, of that stuff. So I had this idea for the two corners, and then just some random, sporadic pieces, maybe one poking out of one side of the overflow, maybe this ledge coming down from the other side of the overflow, whatever the case may be, or even have this flipped upside down on one side of the overflow, whatever it is. This is just something I'm experimenting with. I don't even know that this is going to work. But this one is the first one I did. It's already starting to swell up, and it's looking pretty cool. And this one is the second one. That looks really cool. And then what I'm going to do when this stuff dries is I'm going to just go around with a toothpick. We'll poke a bunch of holes in it to make it more lifelike. Now, I'm probably going to, obviously, I'm going to end up having to paint this. But before I go too far with it, I'm going to stick some of these pieces in there when it dries just to see what it ends up looking like. And see if I even like that look of the fabricated rock inside the shadow box. So stay tuned. I will shoot the update when this stuff dries. I'll show you what it looks like. Do a little more work with a toothpick, and we'll get a piece at least in there and see what it looks like. So I just wanted to share of what the first round of fabrication looks like, and it's looking pretty cool, I gotta say. It turned out better than I expected for the first go around. Now, being that the rocks are this yellowish white color, they're too bright at the moment, but you can see the effect it provides. It's so cool. The dimension it provides is very, very cool. But what I realize is that the rock is going to need to be painted a certain color, and I don't know yet if that's going to be a dark blue or maybe even just a brown, like a natural rock would be, because it's still going to take on the color of whatever light you shine at it. Also, I may end up doing some tweaks with a couple other small three-dimensional fabricated rock pieces that are painted different colors, sort of similar to how I did the background, to create that dimension between shades so that it gives that illusion that it's a lot more 3D. So the effect is there. It's very cool. The fabricated foam rock, it gives that awesome depth because it's very, the crevices create that shadowing. And that very, very cool effect, like you're just staring into the distance. So this is a tweak type job where I think I'm gonna have to keep tweaking it. I'm loving this for the first go round. This is pretty awesome. And the corner pieces are okay. You can see I was trying to accomplish, I need to get rid of those. I just wanted to get rid of those hard corner lines. I'm not as big of a fan of this piece on the right as I am of this one, because this one I made large enough where I could angle it a bit and still bring it front to back. So you can see it rides right along the edge and then it angles inwards. So as you turn, you get that 3D effect. So I may have to recreate something for the other side. I'm not sure yet. It's just something that I was playing with. And then I did this on purpose. This stuff here, I just wanted very sparse. And I may do a couple other small pieces that are sparse with different colors on each one. One might be brighter or darker than the other. Same thing over here. My girlfriend's even gotten into this. She's like, why don't we go get some, floral stems from Hobby Lobby or something and try to create some stuff that looks like coral, on a couple of these pieces, which, hey, I've gone this far. I think that might be pretty cool if it's done correctly, but man, the effect is awesome. I'm just trying to move the phone around so you can get more of a visual from different angles. The effect it creates, it's very cool. So I wanted to share that with you, that first round of this. Right now I have sort of a royal blue light on. So it's the fabricated rock is taking on the color of that, but if I switch it to like a lighter blue, you can see how bright that rock is. So that's the next objective, is trying to figure out what color to paint these fabricated rock structures to make them even more realistic. But with that royal blue, it's just so cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to be cleaning my back glass a lot more because it's just pretty badass. But wanted to share that. Definitely will be checking back in as I tweak this more. I've gotten a lot of the other major stuff done with this tank, so I'm hoping to get this thing set up in the next, less than 30 days. But came back to the shadow box to do this stuff because this is sort of the artistic side of trying to make this work. So appreciate you stopping in. Anyone that's a new subscriber, appreciate it. There will be other updates as well as I really tweak this thing, but it's coming together for sure. Just need to figure out some things with color and depth and all that fun stuff. But stay tuned. I will be back with more updates. Rising's Reef. Peace out.